और विकसित भारत का लक्ष्य जो है उसको हम कैसे प्राप्त करेंगे। और जब विकसित भारत की बात करते हैं तो स्वाभाविक है कि हम गुजरात की सोचें, क्योंकि गुजरात जो है मैं एक किस्म से कहूँगा कि देश में ये एक इकोनॉमिक पावर हाउस माना जाता है कि यहाँ अगर आप पूरा इंडस्ट्री की बात करें या एग्रीकल्चर की बात करें, पुरानी इंडस्ट्री की बात करें या नई चीज़ें जैसे सेमीकंडक्टर और बैटरी हो, तो यहाँ बहुत परिवर्तन हो रहा है। और ऐसे दौरों पे जब खासकर युवा पीढ़ी से मिलते हैं और जो उद्योग दुनिया के जो प्रतिनिधि, उनके जो लीडर जो है नेतृत्व, उनसे जब मिलते हैं तो जानकारी भी मिलती है, हम उनको प्रोत्साहित भी करते हैं, मोदी जी का जो विजन जो है उनके सामने रखते हैं। और हम जो है आज हमारी कोशिश है कि भारत एक किस्म से टीम इंडिया आगे बढ़े और आज एक देश के लिए भी एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण क्षण है कि अगले 5 साल में हम देश को कितना आगे ले जाएंगे। उसके बाद जो पिछले 10 साल का जो फाउंडेशन, उसके आधार पे विकसित भारत किस गति से हम आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं, ये भी एक विषय है जो हमारी बातचीत हो रही है। तो इसी कनेक्शन में मैं यहाँ आया हूँ आज। इसके बाद यहाँ के चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स के साथ तो वहाँ मुलाकात है और मैं अपने विचार भी रखूँगा, उनसे भी मैं चाहूँगा, क्योंकि ऐसे जब आना जाना होता है कि तो बहुत सारे फीडबैक भी मिलती है और हम आजकल गवर्नमेंट में हमारे लिए ये फीडबैक लेना और उसके आधार पे नीतियों को कैसे आगे ले जाना, ये भी एक हमारे यहाँ एक प्रक्रिया है। तो यही कारण है। तो आप सब लोगों से मिलकर मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई। आपके मन में कुछ विषय हैं तो जरूर पूछिएगा। जितना मैं जवाब दे सकता हूँ उतना मैं कोशिश करूँगा। तो मैं आप लोगों
एक वन बाय वन પહેલા પત્રકાર પોતાનું નામ આપે અને સંસ્થાનું નામ આપે અને વન બાય વન હાથ ઊંચો કરજો, માઇક અહીંયાથી આપની જોડે પહોંચી જશે.
As you said, Gujarat is a powerhouse and it's a multi-time powerhouse. And current situation, if you see that the Red Sea and the Arabian Sea route is infested with Middle East war and pirates. So do we need, especially for Gujarat community, the merchant community, which depends on this route, any long-term plan? Because some are thinking about air route, but that is not feasible.
नहीं, अच्छा प्रश्न है आपका। आई एम वेरी हैप्पी यू आस्क्ड इट, बिकॉज ये खाली गुजरात का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ये पूरे देश का प्रॉब्लम है। मैं कहूँगा पूरे विश्व का प्रॉब्लम कि जो पूछ रही हैं आजकल रेड सी में, क्योंकि जब ये लड़ाई इजराइल और गाजा में शुरू हुई उसका इसका असर जो है कुछ और जगह में भी हुआ है। और जो रेड सी में 2 चीज़ें हो रही हैं। एक कि कुछ ताकतें शिपिंग को ड्रोन और मिसाइल के थ्रू अटैक कर रही हैं, और दूसरा कि जो सोमालिया में जो पायरेट्स जो हैं वो जहाज़ों को टेक ओवर कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि उनको लगता है कि ये उनके लिए एक अवसर बन गया है। बाकी दुनिया की नज़र वो मिसाइल और ड्रोन पर है, तो उनके लिए कहीं ये अपॉर्चुनिटी है। तो अब हमारी जो चिंता है, ये 2 किस्म की चिंता है। एक कि इतना व्यापार हमारा रेड सी, वेस्टर्न अरेबियन सी के थ्रू जाता है, सुएज कैनाल होते जाता है, तो वो चिंता का विषय है। क्योंकि ये अटैक जो होते हैं तो इंश्योरेंस के रेट बढ़ जाते हैं। बहुत सारी शिपिंग जो है वो सुएज के थ्रू जाने के बजाय वो अफ्रीका के नीचे आती है, तो शिपिंग कॉस्ट बढ़ जाता है। तो एक ये चिंता ये है। दूसरी चिंता ये है कि आज जो है मर्चेंट शिपिंग में हमारे नागरिक जो है बड़ी संख्या में, तो मैं कहूँगा अगर हो सकता कि हम नंबर 1 या नंबर 2 होंगे फिलीपींस के साथ। तो कोई भी शिप पे जब कुछ अटैक होता है, ये ज़्यादातर उसमें जो क्रू मेंबर्स जो हैं उसमें हमारे नागरिक होते हैं। तो उनकी सुरक्षा के लिए भी हम चिंतित थे। तो सरकार ने यह तय किया, पहले हम लोगों ने 8 जहाज, नौसेना के जहाज भेजे वहाँ। उसके बाद 8 जो हैं 12 बने। 12 मेरे ख्याल से जो मुझे लास्ट फिगर 21 का बताया गया, हो सकता है कि थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे हो। तो पिछले 3 महीने से हमारे जहाज जो हैं वहाँ पेट्रोलिंग करते हैं, और उन्होंने कम से कम, क्योंकि ये पेट्रोलिंग जो है, ये 3 किस्म के ऑपरेशन वहाँ चल रहे हैं। एक एंटी पायरेसी, एक जो है कि कहीं ऐसा कोई शिप डेंजर में हो तो उसकी सुरक्षा कैसे वहाँ तुरंत पहुँच जाते हैं। 1-2 शिप हैं जहाँ आग भी लगी थी और जो उनके क्रू ने शिप को छोड़ दिया था, तो हमारे नौसेना के जवानों ने वहाँ जाकर उस शिप को रेस्क्यू किया, उसको ठीक किया, फिर वापस उनके हवाले कर दिया। कम से कम 2 केसेस हुए हैं जहाँ पायरेसी के कारण हमें जो है वो पायरेट्स को धमकाना पड़ा। एक बार फायरिंग भी हुई थी वहाँ। और हाल ही में मैं फिलीपींस गया था, और वहाँ फिलीपींस के राष्ट्रपति ने पब्लिकली भारत को माने अपनी आभार और अपनी कृतज्ञता प्रकट की। उन्होंने कहा कि आप ही लोगों के कारण फिलीपींस के सेलर जो हैं वो जो जिनका अपहरण हुआ था उनको हम लोगों ने छुड़वाया। तो ये अभी गतिविधियां वहाँ चल रही हैं। हम लोग जो आपका क्वेश्चन है व्हाट कैन वी डू, वी हैव, ये हमारी जिम्मेदारी है। वी हैव टू डू इट फॉर आवरसेल्व्स, बट वी आल्सो हैव टू डू इट फॉर द वर्ल्ड। एंड जब हम कहते हैं भारत राइजिंग, जब बात करते हैं विकसित भारत, जब श्रमता के साथ जो है समृद्धि के साथ ये जिम्मेदारी भी आती है, तो हमारी आज ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कम से कम अगल बगल में कुछ ऐसी चीजें हो तो हम जो है इसको कैसे टैकल कर सकते हैं, बाकी देशों के साथ कोऑपरेशन में कैसे क्या कर सकते हैं। तो ये अभी यहाँ सिचुएशन।
Sir, I'm Megha Naik from BB News. India has reacted to Beijing giving names to Indian territories of Arunachal Pradesh. Obviously, your ministry today has put out a statement saying that it's a senseless attempt. What do you have to say in terms of these attempts being done again and again? Any reaction that you like to give?
You see, one, I think we rightly called it senseless. By doing it repeatedly, it is still senseless. So I want to be very clear. Arunachal Pradesh was, Arunachal Pradesh is, Arunachal Pradesh will always be Indian. And I hope I am saying it so clearly that not only in the country but beyond the country also people get that message very, very clear.
Sir, this is Chintan Acharya from Divya Bhaskar Print. When there was a G20 summit over here in India, we saw all the leaders from different participating nations rubbing their shoulder to shoulder. But recently, when the US, Germany and the UN envoys and officials made some political remarks over Indian politics, has the government of India brooded over the issue that why such has the government of India brooded over the issue that why such type of statements are issued or delivered? Or what are the political implications? And so far the US is concerned, their polls are also falling in the year end. So is the government of India going to settle down the score and will give the appropriate counter to that?
Can I give you a frank answer?
Please.
Why I said frank answer is, first reason for this is the press. So press goes and asks people, so what do you have to say? So in the case of UN, for example, somebody asked, so the person from UN gave some reply. But in other cases, I would say very frankly, these are old habits, these are bad habits. There is a certain, the word I use is maryada among countries. That in countries, we are sovereign countries, we should not be interfering in each other's internal affairs, we should not be passing comments about each other's politics. Because once, if this becomes the rule, where do you stop? So, we have been in the cases where it has happened, we have told the diplomats of that country very clearly that we take very strong objection to it. We hope that, that we think this is not a good practice. And we would sincerely urge all countries in the world, saying that you please, by all means, you can have your views about the world, but no country has the right to comment on another country's politics, especially in situations like this.
No, sir, but my question is, maybe the media person would have asked that question to the envoy, and that would be his or her spontaneous reaction to that question. But what exactly the government of India look at this particular incident? Means, is there any political sort of things that is going on behind the curtains, or what?
I think I gave you an answer, no? I gave you an answer, and my answer was that there are certain etiquette, there are certain conventions, there are certain practices to be followed in international relations. We hope all countries follow it. We think it is good for them to follow it. And if they comment on our politics, frankly, they will get a very strong reply from us. And that is what has happened.
Hello, sir. Sohini here from Indian Express.
Sorry, okay.
So, concerning the Kacha controversy that has come up, so now we also have learned that the deal also included March Bank being having control by India. But that is something that your government is not mentioning. It's only being portrayed that Kacha was ceded, even at a point where it was not considered as part of the Indian territory. It was just a claim that both the countries were making. So why is it so? And a second question I have is the ICCR has been encouraging foreign students to come over to India for their studies, and we recently had an incident at Gujarat University. So how do you see that working out, and if there are any back channel reconciliation or any sort of assurance that is being given by the Indian government?
Did you see my press conference yesterday? Huh? You did? Okay. So what did I say at the press conference? I said at the press conference, the reason why Kachativu has come up as an issue is because in the last 5 years, it has come up in the parliament. Parliament questions have been asked. It has come up in debates. It has come up in the consultative committee of the MEA. It has come up in the public space. Political parties of Tamil Nadu, including the government of Tamil Nadu, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, have written letters to me. I even mentioned 21 letters were written. So we felt, considering today that the situation of the fishermen is so much a concern, then it is right for the fishermen themselves and the people of Tamil Nadu to know the truth and the whole truth of this matter. So what was the whole truth that they did not know? The whole truth, maybe some knew, maybe some didn't. The whole truth was, number one, that Pandit Nehru and Indira Gandhi ji had very little concern for Kachativu. One described it as a small island, one described it as a little rock. So that was my first point. My second point was, at that time when this discussion was going on, I am talking of 1950s and maybe 1960s, 50, 60 you can say. There was legal advice given saying at least if you are negotiating, please obtain fishing rights. But fishing rights were not obtained. In fact, those fishing rights were finally ceded in a agreement in 1976. So that was the second point. The third point is that this the party in Tamil Nadu, DMK, which is made, which has raised the fishermen issue so many times. DMK was actually complicit in this whole matter. That 1 year before the Kachativu agreement was made, actually the then Foreign Secretary had discussed it with the then Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu and gone back to him again, had shared the complete details of what we were discussing. And the Chief Minister basically said, okay, I'm okay with this agreement, but in public I don't want to appear supportive. These were the truth, these were the facts which the public of Tamil Nadu, the public of India need to know. So whether this was part of an agreement which had other issues or not, it is immaterial. Vajj Bank may have been there. Does that mean that Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu was not consulted? Vajj Bank may have been there. Does that mean Pandit Nehru didn't say it was a small island or that fishing rights were not negotiated? So let's be very clear. We put out 3 important facts as truth. If you disagree, if somebody says this is untrue, I'm prepared to listen to it. But if you say, those 3 things don't matter because there is 5 and 6 and 7, that is not relevant. If you have objection to the 3 things we have said, please tell me. Because these are documented. These were released under RT. So we have put out the truth. If you don't like the truth, say so. But don't try to hide the truth by coming up with some other argument. That we will not accept. Your other question on, ICC. Look, a very unfortunate incident happened. I think as soon as we heard about it, we were immediately in touch with the local police authorities. I must say they also moved very quickly on this matter. So my sense is that immediate remedial action was taken, and I treat it as something which was exceptional. It was regrettable, but I think most foreign students in India have a good experience. I meet many of them. Whenever I go to any university in this country, I always make it a point to meet foreign students. And I can tell you most of them enjoy their stay in India. I also meet many of them when they go back to their countries, and they have very good memories of India. So treat this as something which is regrettable, but this is not a representative action.
Sir, in a written statement, you have mentioned as a foreign secretary.
1 minute. Father Siddharth Bhai, not 1 minute. Siddharth Bhai, Pachita Malwa.
Sir, Siddharth Pandya here from the PTI, sir. I would just like to bring up the tweet by the former Finance Minister, P. Chidambaram, who has referred to the RTI, which was done on 27th of January 2015. And he has tweeted this also, and he has said that now the Foreign Ministry is doing a somersault now, and especially allegedly he has said the role of Foreign Minister is playing in the hands of RSS and BJP. How would you react to that, sir?
If Mr. Chidambaram was unaware that I was member of BJP, that's his problem. I am a member of BJP. I am a proud member of BJP. If you are asking me, again I refer to what our colleague asked earlier. I yesterday made 3 points. Point number 1, Pandit Nehru and Indira Gandhi ji gave no importance to Kachati. Point number 2, legal opinion said, please negotiating fishing rights, they disregarded it. Point number 3, DMK was complicit in everything which it does, and today while it talks about fishermen's rights, it was actually party to giving away these rights in 1976. Now, whether it is Mr. Chidambaram or whether it is anything which anybody else wants to ask me, if you wish to dispute these 3 facts, please do so. But there is public document out there. So by saying that today Jaysh Karj is in BJP or not, Jaysh Karj is in BJP and is proud to be in BJP. That does not change anything. Facts are facts. Truth is truth. Fishermen of Tamil Nadu should know who has put them in that position. So any personal criticism of, a person who brings out the truth is not popular with the people who are hiding the truth. That is the issue.
Sir, in 2015, as the Foreign Secretary, you said that the issue of Kachati, this did not involve either acquiring or ceding a territory belonging to India. You have said that. Since the area in question, Kachati, has never been demarcated, under the agreement, the island of Kachati lies in the Sri Lankan side, of the India and Sri Lanka border and maritime borderline. This is what you have said. So you are going against your own statements.
I have said it.
Yes, as the foreign secretary in 2015.
On 27th of January.
Yes, say.
Written
reply you have given it.
First of all, I was not foreign secretary on 27th of January. Please check your dates. Number two,
15 January. I don't know the
और
exact
मुझे
date.
पता है when I became foreign secretary, no? I became foreign secretary on 28th of January. But that doesn't matter. That's a small issue. Issue is, look, in the what happened when the government, the previous Congress governments, 1974, 1976, did agreements. I myself yesterday, if you have seen my press conference, what did I say in the press conference? I said after the government took these steps, this then became the standard government position. So this position, I myself read out one position, a position which was taken by my ministry, Mr. E. Ahmad, read out that question, read out that answer in 2008, I think. So, look, the issue is not what was the government's position. The issue is the 3 points I made. That the public should know that DMK was complicit in it. Public should know there was legal opinion saying please negotiate fishing rights. Public should know that Indira Gandhi said this is a little rock and Nehru said it's an unimportant island, which doesn't matter to me. What was said in Parliament, does it in any way contradict this? Of course not. So please ask yourself what you are asking me before you ask.
Last question, sir. Last question, sir. Please, Meghna.
So Meghna from Green News, I have one more question. There have been a number of reports that have been coming in terms of Indian youngsters going to other countries on the pretext of employment, fraudulent cases, and a lot has been coming. Recently, a statement was put out by your ministry in terms of the Indians who were stuck in Cambodia as well. Is the ministry taking any action to it, any crackdown on these agencies who are taking these youngsters on the pretext of employment and then probably they are stuck there? Some of them have also been saying that they have been kept hostage or in such situations.
Yes. You see, what has happened is often young people, they are cheated or fooled by agents of various kinds. So in this particular case, a set of young people were taken to Cambodia. Some months ago, we had some people who were taken to Myanmar. Sometimes we have people, we see in different countries where, because young people, often somebody comes and promises something, वो मान जाते हैं, वो उसको verify नहीं करते. We had this, right now we are looking at young people who are told something and taken to Russia. So these are today, so what do we do? हम लोग जो है we issue advisories, हम लोगों को चेतावनी देते हैं. Whenever we find a case, like Cambodia case or Myanmar, obviously first thing जहाँ वो ये लोग फंस जाते हैं, our first effort is somehow उनको छुड़वा दें, घर भेज दें. This is objective number one, which we do. In very large numbers, Myanmar, Cambodia, we have, and wherever it happens, this is our obligation as a government. And every MSc knows, immediately they get on with the job. Secondly, wherever we get details of agents, we immediately write to the state government saying, this person or this agency has done it. अगर उनका कोई, because there are some people जिनका license होता है, अगर license होता है, we would recommend saying you suspend or cancel that license. If there is a criminal case to be lodged, we recommend to state government saying please lodge a criminal case against it. We follow up with them saying please prosecute it, because this is something which is very dangerous. It is something very harmful. We take it very, very, seriously and strongly, and I can assure you, whenever, these are cases that we know, but if this sort of thing ever happens, there is no tolerance for it.
Vivek bhai, अब ये कर.
Hello, sir. My माय नेम इज जयराज एंड आई एम फ्रॉम वाइब्स ऑफ इंडिया। सो मैं आपसे ये पूछना चाहूंगा कि आप गुजरात में आए हैं और विकसित गुजरात की, विकसित भारत की हम बात करते हैं, तो आप गुजरात को रिप्रेजेंट भी करते हैं, तो आपके अंदर वो गुजरात वाली बात या गुजरातीपन अभी तक आया कि नहीं?
मैं आप अभी तक गुजरातीपन आपने क्या कहा?
हाँ वही, मतलब गुजरात की जो क्वालिटीज या फिर जो इतने जब बात यहाँ पे आते हो तो कुछ ना कुछ चीजें होती है जो अपने अंदर नेचुरली आ ही जाती है।
हाँ बहुत सारी चीज आई।
हाँ जी,
नहीं बहुत सारी चीज आई। एक्सप्लेन।
हाँ जी।
एक तो मैं आई कैन टेल यू मेरे फूड हैबिट्स तो चेंज हो गए। ओके, तो मेरी चीनी की कंजम्पशन भी बढ़ी है थोड़ी सी। और जो देखिए ऐसा है, गुजरात के संसद सदस्य बनने के पहले भी आप जानते हैं कि मैं विदेश सेवा में था। मुझे जो भी दुनिया माने जो दुनिया घूमते हैं ना, वो सबसे ज्यादा अगर भारत में कोई भी स्टेट के लोग दुनिया में हैं वो गुजराती। और मैं एक चीज कहूंगा उनके बारे में कि जहां भी जाए माने बड़े परिश्रमी लोग हैं। आप कभी नहीं देखेंगे कि कोई गुजराती कभी डाउन होता है, कि जहां भी जाए दे स्टिक टुगेदर, दे हेल्प ईच अदर, दे वर्क वेरी हार्ड। और मैं कहूंगा एक किस्म से वो मॉडल सिटीजन देश के बाहर। तो जब दुनिया की भारत के बारे में जो सोच जो है कोई माने थियोरी पे नहीं बनती, किसी का अनुभव होता है, कोई किसी को पहचानता है, कोई किसी का दोस्त होता है, कहीं कोई डॉक्टर हो, कोई दुकानदार हो, कोई प्रोफेशनल लॉयर हो। ये लोग जो हैं हमारी छवि बनाते। तो एमपी होने के पहले भी मैं बहुत प्रो गुजराती था, क्योंकि मुझे लगा कि देखिए इन्होंने जो है दुनिया में एक किस्म से भारत की इज्जत, भारत का रोशन जो है इन्होंने किया। पर आने के एमपी बनने के बाद मैं कहूँगा दिल्ली के अलावा सबसे ज़्यादा मैं गुजरात ही आता हूँ। तो मेरा यहाँ अनुभव जो है, और 2 बार मैं नवरात्र के समय में आया हूँ, और कभी कभी जहाँ कभी विजिट्स होते हैं तो अहमदाबाद या गांधीनगर जो फॉरेन डिग्निटरीज के साथ भी आए। तो मेरे लिए जो है एक किस्म से बहुत कुछ सीखने को भी है। और यहाँ और अभी आप जानते हैं कि कैबिनेट में भी अगल बगल में गुजराती ही हैं, तो उनका भी कुछ प्रभाव होता है हम सब पे। तो ओवरऑल फीलिंग बहुत पॉजिटिव है। और बस हो सकता है कि थोड़े समय बाद कहीं ना कहीं ऐसा मौका आएगा जहां कम से कम मुझे कुछ गुजराती में बोलने का अवसर, तब तक कुछ क्षमता भी होगी इसमें, देखते हैं।
सर थैंक यू वेरी मच। અને આપ સૌ પત્રકારોનો ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર, આપણે અહીંયા આગળ અમારા આમંત્રણને સ્વીકાર કરીને અહીંયા આવ્યા। અને ઉલ્લેશભાઈને હું વિનંતી કરું કે જે આપનો વિષય છે બતાવો, અને આપણે અહીંયા આગળ વાર્તા સમાપ્ત કરીએ છીએ।